Hi, welcome to my creative laboratory. I'm Eve. I was watching some videos about how to make pumpkin bread. I don't have any pumpkin, but I do have some sweet potatoes. Obviously, I'm going to have to do another experiment. I'm going to use a pumpkin bread recipe, but I'm going to use cooked mashed sweet potatoes instead and see how that turns out. I was inspired by two videos that I watched on YouTube, and I'll link them in the description box. I'm going to get my wet ingredients into the bowl and start mixing, and then I will sift my dry ingredients. I'm going to need 3/4 cups butter, softened in the microwave. I need 2 eggs and sugar. I'm going to use half granulated sugar and half brown sugar, so 3/4 cups of each. I'll get this started and then put the eggs in. I didn't have canned pumpkin, so I cooked some sweet potatoes and I'm going to mash them. And a can of pumpkin, I think, is 15 or 16 ounces. I'm not sure what that is in cups, because I think it's by weight, not volume, so maybe I should weigh this. No. Probably needs a battery. I just happen to have batteries right here because I needed a new one for my car key. That was lucky. Okay, so we're looking for 16 ounces. I just cooked these sweet potatoes in my microwave steamer. So I cooked them for 10 minutes until they were soft on the inside. Okay, that's 16. I'm gonna mash this first before I put it in there. Let me scrape this and get an egg in here. I need 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin spice, which I don't have, but I have apple pie spice, so I'll use that. And then half a teaspoon of salt. Now, the last baking experiment I did was zucchini muffins, and my kids didn't like them. So these may be going with me to work. That looks good. It's nice and creamy and orange. And I'm going to add the dry ingredients in a little at a time. Oh, I forgot the vanilla. 1 teaspoon vanilla. I'm going to do a generous teaspoon. It's looking a tad dry, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I'm going to add 1 more teaspoon of this in to make it more flavorful. This is more of the apple pie spice. Can't hurt. And I think I'm going to make a topping for this. I saw a recipe from the Preppy Kitchen on streusel topping. And so I modified that a little bit because I want to put some oats in there too. Oatmeal. Okay, this is looking pretty good. You know what? I think I need to add a little bit of an acid in here to activate the powdered sugar, or the baking powder and baking soda. I forgot about that because I want this to rise a little bit in the oven. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sour cream. Or you could use Greek yogurt, plain yogurt. Or vanilla yogurt, probably. Okay, that should be good. Now it will rise for sure. I think canned pumpkin might be a little acidic, but since I used fresh sweet potatoes, I don't think those are acidic. But I needed something to activate the baking soda and baking powder. Yogurt and sour cream will do that. Cream cheese probably does too. I'm going to put these in muffin cups because that makes it easier to share at work. And I got these cool muffin tins from Costco, but they're silicone. So they can go in the dishwasher and they won't rust. I'm going to try them. I'm not sure how much this is going to rise, but I usually put about 1 scoop per muffin. The zucchini muffins didn't rise that much, so they stayed a little flat. Just like that much. I need to leave room for the topping too, so it doesn't just fall off. Oops. I might get more than 24 out of this. I didn't know how many it would make because I just made it up. Oh yeah, this is going to make more than 24. Okay, I'm going to get out my other muffin pan. So the ones in here might cook at a different rate because the other ones are silicone. So I'm going to cook them separately. Maybe 6. Let's see. Okay. Maybe one more. Oh yeah. We'll have enough. Barely. Now for the streusel. We need this. And I'm gonna do three-quarter cups of flour and 3/4 cups of oatmeal. So this is 3/4 cup flour. Half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated, 1½ teaspoon cinnamon. This is half a tablespoon. And half a cup of butter. So I have a 1/4 cup there. Okay, this is gonna make a crumble topping. It's gonna be yummy. This might have been easier in the mixer. Oh, I'm gonna add some maple syrup to this. This is pure maple syrup, amber color. Maybe what, 2 tablespoons? That can't hurt. There's still some sugar and flour that's not crumbly yet, so I'm just gonna keep mixing until it's nice and crumbly. That smells good. I forgot the salt. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, this looks really good. I'm gonna sprinkle some on top of each well. I'm pressing this down so that when it rises, the crumbs won't fall off, hopefully. Okay, that's all done. That's what it looks like. Okay, these are gonna go in the oven for, I don't know, I'll try 15 minutes at first. And it's at 350. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes. They look so good and they smell great too. It's time to taste. It looks really good. It looks really good. Look. It tastes very similar to pumpkin bread. I don't make pumpkin bread every year like a lot of people do. So maybe I think it tastes like pumpkin bread. It's good. It kind of does remind me of the pumpkin muffins that they have at Costco. And the topping is really good. I love the oatmeal in it because it makes it kind of crunchy. And the bread itself is very soft and it's pretty uniform in texture. This would probably be good with nuts too, but I can't eat nuts anymore. And one of the recipes that I read through before I made up my own recipe suggested that you could put in raisins or something. That might also be good. And I have some leftover coconut flakes from the banana bread that I made previously. So maybe next time I make these kinds of muffins, or maybe the zucchini muffins, the coconut flakes might actually go really good in there. Give the batter a little bit of texture so that it's not so uniform a cake. Although it is very good as is. It's very smooth batter. And that's good too. I think it would be kind of plain if I didn't put the topping on though, because it is very soft and it's only one texture on the center. I think I am going to take these to work with me. I had to taste them first to make sure that other people might eat them, because I just made up the recipe. But I think it's really good. It turned out good. The extra tablespoon of oil that I added was a good choice. These are the last 6. So this recipe made 30 muffins for me using my scoop. You could fill these higher because they didn't rise a whole lot. So I think maybe if you filled the muffin cups a little fuller, you could get 24 more rounded top muffins. But anyway, I think this experiment was a success. Thanks for watching. See you next time.